Hello and welcome to the first video in our series on some of the most useful functions in Excel: Textsplit, Textbefore, and Textafter. If you've ever worked with data in Excel, you know that manipulating text can be a real pain. But with these functions, you can easily split, extract, and manipulate text in a matter of seconds. Let's start with Textsplit. This function allows you to split a cell into multiple cells based on a delimiter. This can be incredibly useful when you need to analyze data by category. And next is the text before. And this function allows you to extract a specific number of characters or a specific string of characters from the beginning of a cell. Finally, we have text after. And this function is the opposite of text before. It allows you to extract a specific number of characters or a specific string of characters from the end of a cell. Now that I've covered the basics of these functions, let's dive into some examples. So on your screen, you can see a table having the names of people, and what we are trying to do here is to split the name into first name and last name by using the function text split. So let's start. So in the first name cell, you start typing your formula, and you start with the text split. It's right here, text split. And then the first input is going to be the text that you want to split, which of course is the name. So you click on the name and then you just add your comma. And then the next input is the column delimiter. What is, the delimiter in the name is a space. Okay, the space separates the first name and the last name. So I have to put the space there, but it has to be in quotes. Okay, so you bring your opening quotes here, and then you put in the space, and then you put the quotes here, and then you close this. So this function is going to split the name into first name and last name. All you have to do here is to just grab the end of one of the cells here and drag it down, and then it's going to split your name into first name and last name. Let's take a look at another example. In this example, we have an address in the first column, and what we are trying to do here is to split the address into street name, city, state, and zip code. So we are going to use the same thing to slice this address. Okay, so when you look at the address, the street name, the city, state, and zip code is separated by a comma. So that is what we are going to use as a delimiter. Okay, so we are going to start again. Is equal to text split. And open your parentheses, and then you specify where your text is, and a comma, and then in parentheses you specify what the delimiter is, which is a comma. So you put the comma in open and closed quotes. Once you do that, it's going to split this cell into its components. Okay, all you have to do is to grab the cell. You don't grab any other cell, grab the cell in which you started the formula. Okay, so you grab it and then drag it down, and it's going to split this address into city, state, zip code, and street name. Okay, now let's take a look at another example, which is text after. And in this example, we have a list of emails for certain individuals. And our duty here is to just extract the domain name from the email. Okay, the domain name is the text that comes after the @ sign. So how do we do this? Using text after. So we are trying to extract any text that is after the @ sign. So we are going to use the same way, but then in this time it's text after. So we start with text after, open the parentheses, select the text that you want to extract text from, and then the comma, and then you specify what your delimiter is. In this case, it's an @ sign. You close your parentheses, and it splits or extracts the domain name for you. Once you are done, just grab it, drag it down, and you are done. It has extracted the domain name from each of these emails. Let's take a look at the last example, which is the text before. Okay, how does the text before works? It extracts data before a certain character. So let's try to extract the area code from these numbers, and we are going to use a combination of the text before and text after, because all we need is the 3 digit number within the parentheses. So we are going to start. First of all, let's try to extract the text before the closing parenthesis. So equal to text before, and then this is the text we are trying to extract data from, and then comma, and then we put our open parenthesis in quotes, and then we close it, and then it extracts the first one. But what you are seeing here is not the zip code. There is an open parenthesis. So we have to apply the text after the opening parenthesis. Okay. So we have to apply text after at the back of the text before. So we put in the text after. So it's the text after whatever text is in there with the parenthesis, comma, and then you put your opening parenthesis. So it's going to extract everything after the opening parenthesis. So this is a combination of the two formulas, right? So once you do that, it extracts the area code. And then go ahead and drag this down, and it extracts the area codes nicely. Okay. All right. So this is it. That is for my first video on Textsplit, text before and text after in Excel. I hope you found this video helpful and that you now have a better understanding of how these functions can be used to manipulate and extract text in spreadsheets. Thank you.